Yeah. Just want to say, Dr. Brackens, the presentation on the other day was very, very informative. It was exciting to hear what we're doing here academically and trying to make sure that our kids are on board with what we have going on. Um, I learned a lot. I really and truly learned a lot. And the comment that Mr. Threadgill made in reference to, if every school in Mobile County was at 100%, we would still have some that was at the bottom, at the 6% at the bottom. And that's resonated across the county. And I think every teacher in every school in Mobile County should be made aware of that. That was the best comment ever. Thank you, Mr. Threadgill.
I would like to add something to that too. So one of the things that I know Mr. Threadgill is working on this, but it's perception. And, to people, perception is reality.
Right.
And so the perception that people have of public education nationwide, but also here in Mobile County, they don't know that. And so just a few people that was here, even the people maybe listening today, don't really understand what we're talking about. But I know Mr. Threadgill and Dr. Bracken and all those are working to change. It's not a perception, though, it's a reality. Mm-hmm. And so it's the hardest thing that we have to deal with is changing perception to what's real. And they've done that, just people don't know that. And we're going to get that message out over the next couple of months to not just to change what people perceive, but what reality really is here at Mobile County Public Schools. And it's great. I mean, they just don't know. We don't know. And we're going to let people understand what we're doing here and how where we made the strides, and they do work. And I'm looking forward over the next couple of months for that to happen, where people tell our story. And I do appreciate y'all doing that too. Thank you.
Good. And that's the key, when the people tell our story.
Right.
All right. With that being said, do we have any reports and recognitions today?
Yes, ma'am.
It's on.
Okay, can you hear me? Okay. I do want to put in a plug before we fix this, that if you want to watch any of those high-Q matches, they are all on MCPSS TV, so you can see all of your schools compete in those. We like to spotlight the academic accomplishments as well. And so today we are going to recognize our county-wide Teachers of the Year, and I would like to call them forward. First, Miss Megan Gale with Mr. Hatcher, and Amanda Delaney with Miss McDade, and Ava Long, once again with Mr. Hatcher. So if you want to stand over here. I don't get in the middle of that. So as you know, each of our 90 schools selects a Teacher of the Year, and from that, we select the countywide elementary, middle, and high school Teachers of the Year. And we surprised them in their classrooms recently, and they're here now. And so I want to introduce you to them. So Megan Gale, can you wave? So Megan Gale was just named Alabama's Elementary Science Teacher of the Year, so for the entire state. She's a national board certified teacher who teaches science to preschoolers, first and second graders at Hutchins Elementary. An educator for 10 years, she facilitates hands-on science lessons to 30 classes at Hutchins and implemented the school's Science Sleuth program. She has also been a facilitator of the school's family leadership training, the student lighthouse leadership team, and the shared leadership teacher action team, and empowered instruction teacher action team. She enjoys sharing her love of science with her young students and helping them to understand the world around them. She is Letters and Nearpod certified. She has a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education from Auburn University. So congratulations, Megan. And for middle school, we have Amanda Delaney. Will you wave? So Amanda Delaney is a national board certified teacher in literacy who teaches English language arts to sixth graders at Barton Academy for Advanced World Studies. With 22 years of experience in the classroom, Ms. Delaney has also taught at several MCPSS elementary schools and has served as a writing coach, technology coach, project-based learning instructional coach, and ARI reading specialist. She has been awarded Teacher of the Year at Meadow Lake and Mary B. Austin Elementary Schools. So every school she has taught at, she's been Teacher of the Year. She served as vice president of the Metro Mobile Literacy Council from 2018 to 2020 and is the current president of the organization. She has assisted in publishing both the Young Authors Anthology and both sides of the Bay Literary Teen Magazine for the council for several years. Ms. Delaney has a bachelor's degree in elementary education from Spring Hill College and a master's degree in education from the University of South Alabama. She's a member of the Alabama Literacy Association and the International Literacy Association. She has presented on best practices in both technology and language arts, including AETC and ALA conferences. Congratulations to Ms. Delaney. And for high school, we have Ava Long. She teaches English at Bryant High School in Bilobatry. She launched the school's Writers Guild, a creative writing extracurricular club, and started Bryant's first school-wide writing contest and poetry slam. Several of her students have been published in local publications. She serves as a mentor to new English language arts teachers and was selected by the district to teach 9th grade English online during the pandemic in 2020 on the MCPSS TV live lessons. She sponsors the school's National Honor Society chapter and is the lead teacher for Bryant's prestigious Cambridge International Schools curriculum. Having received a bachelor's degree from the University of Mobile and a master's degree from the University of South Alabama, Long is in her 10th year of teaching. As an English and writing teacher, her reward is for students to realize the power of their words. So congratulations, Ms. Long. And now I'll get Mr. Hatcher and Ms. McDade.
Well, Amanda Delaney, Barton Academy. Amanda, I think, Renee, you forgot to mention that Amanda also coaches at Barton. And as a reminder, she wanted to make sure that you guys remember the turf for the playground area. She made mention when we were over there visiting. Amanda is a very busy person. She does excellent, as Renee said earlier. She's been a Teacher of the Year at all 3 schools that she worked at. That means that she's giving 100% in effort in everything that she does. We're proud to have her at Barton, and we're excited that she's a member of a great school, and that she continues to do the things that she's doing for the representation of our school, and especially District 4. Thank you, Amanda, for a job well done. I have this certificate, and it reads as follows. Awarded to Amanda Delaney, Barton Academy, Mobile County Middle School Teacher of the Year. Congratulations.
I'll quickly say something. It's hard to think of what to say, but I truly am humbled and honored, and I've really enjoyed my 22 years with Mobile County and all of the places that I've been, and I really meant it when I said I would not be where I am today if it was not for the people that have been in my life, the places I've been, the great leadership, students, the colleagues that I've worked with. So thank you very much.
Miss Ava Long. I just recently got to know Miss Long. What a great person, does a great job for our children. I don't know if you guys know it, but Bryant High School is really a really good school. They do a lot out there. I went out there and walked the campus with Sprinkle. He enlightened me to a lot of the things that they do. So this doesn't come easy, especially coming from that school, because we got a lot of great teachers out there. So you ought to be proud of that. You're at the top of the tier. And I couldn't be more proud of you, especially with Doug sitting right beside me. It makes me feel really good. So, Miss Ava, thank you so much for everything you do, and please continue to do what you're doing, because it's working. Those children out there really, I mean, they're blessed to have you. I want to present you with this, and thank you for all your service. Would you like to say anything?
I just want to thank everyone for the honor. As I've told people throughout this whole process, I feel honored. You know, when we do put our hearts into what we do, and Ms. Barnes and I were talking this morning as we were on the way, and, our kids need so much compassion. They need so much more than just learning. They need, someone who's there for them. And I just hope and am humbled to be that person, so thank you all.
I saved this one for last for a reason. Miss Megan, this girl is phenomenal. I watched her in her classroom with her children. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. It's delightful. It's wonderful. She cares about these children. She truly loves these children, and you can tell. They touch her heart, and she touches theirs. And at the same time, she makes education fun. They love it. I mean, these kids are having a blast. Taught me something new. I didn't know some of that stuff. Very impressive. I mean, I couldn't be more proud of you in the elementary level, because you have a very good heart for this. You've demonstrated through your actions what all teachers should do. I'm impressed. I really am. And I want to thank you so much for what you do in our system, and beg you not to leave and go to a different school. Megan, thank you.
So I didn't prepare any remarks for this because I didn't know I was going to have to talk to you guys. So thank you. What an honor. Also, it's humbling. And that's really all I have to say, because I don't want to get crying. So thanks, everybody.
I'm not big on embarrassing people, but she can take it. When we came in there, she says, "Oh my God, nobody told me this was going to happen. I cannot believe this. I almost didn't wash my hair today." So this girl you have here is 100% sincere, solid, and we are so happy. Thank you so much. You have a great day.
And we're going to get some pictures of you. I will add that all of their applications have been forwarded on to the state to be considered for Alabama Teacher of the Year. And part of telling our story is that we have a great track record of that. We had the 2018 statewide Teacher of the Year. We had the 2020 Alabama Secondary Teacher of the Year. We have Ms. Neidhart joining us to support Ms. Gale, and she was a top 4 finalist in 2021 for Alabama's Teacher of the Year. And then last year, we had another Alabama Secondary Teacher of the Year. So I'm looking forward to one of you being named Alabama's Teacher of the Year. So congratulations. Yeah, they're going to go back to their schools to teach. And then the last thing I have is a proclamation. Dr. William White, who's over our career and technical education, he left you guys some gifts from his department, and wanted to let you know that he is not here because he is out in the schools doing our compliance monitoring, because that deadline's coming up. So otherwise he would be here, but he sends his regards and asks that I read this to you. So whereas the Alabama Department of Education has proclaimed February 2023 as Career Technical Education Month, and whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County Public Schools have become rigorous, progressive, and vital part of the educational system that provides students with rewarding opportunities to learn valuable career and life skills, and whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County Public Schools are successfully partnering with businesses and industries to ensure that students gain the advanced skills required for lifelong success, and whereas career and technical education programs in Mobile County Public Schools provide opportunities for students to gain invaluable hands-on experience through apprenticeships, internships, and cooperative education programs, and whereas 2 out of every 3 high school students participate in career and technical education programs, and whereas our career and technical education programs are committed to recruiting highly qualified and focused educators whose mission is to provide resources and services that enable student success in life and work, now therefore, Mobile County Public Schools does hereby proclaim February 2023 as Career and Technical Education Month in Mobile, Alabama. And that's it.
Thank you for all those recognitions and awards. Okay, Mr. Threadgill. Do we have any citizens report today?
Yes, ma'am, we do have a representative from the Williamson District, Ms. LaJill.
Good morning to everyone, to the board. My name is LaJill McNeil. I'm with Williamson Advocacy Group. And with the safety of People's Stadium being a major area of concern as to the reason why measures were taken to how our Mobile County Public School System high school football games from being played there, per Superintendent, People's Stadium is too large for a high school to play at, as too much security is required to maintain the facility, and it would need to be significantly downsized in order for the area high schools to return to playing there. Williamson High School has played at 2 games at Last People's Stadium in August of 2019 and October 2021, in which gun violence has broken out, which can be very traumatic for those who were in attendance. Therefore, I believe it should not be an option for Williamson for their 2023 or 2024 football season. Last May of 2022, we gave superintendent a list of questions to be answered, and yet they have not been answered. So I would like to re-represent this letter to you guys again, and to see could we get answers. And I did add more to it.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Question, has there been any resolution between the Mobile County Public School System and the City of Mobile in regards to the land acquisition or land lease or the parcel located adjacent to Williamson High School? If yes, when is the construction site set to begin and groundbreaking schedule? If no, what is the reason for the stalemate, and is there any progress that has been made beyond the City of Mobile agreeing to allow for a ground lease upwards of 99 years? Has this option for the former Woodcock Elementary School, which is 1.2 miles from Williamson High School, or the property owned by the Mobile County Public School System located at 1107 Arlington Street, Mobile, Alabama, 36605, which is 1.5 miles from Williamson High School, being considered as stadium options for Williamson High School Stadium, which will prevent further delay and aid in construction to begin sooner? Has there been any talks of consideration of where Williamson High School will play their 2023 football home games until a new stadium is built for them? If so, where?
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. McGill. We appreciate your, the letters and the information that you shared with us. The board will take in consideration everything that you submitted, and hopefully we'll get back with you very soon with some responses. Thank you. Okay, we're moving on to action items. Mr. Superintendent.
Yes, sir, we had to add an action item due to it being time sensitive. That's action item G33. G33. It's with the Miracle Field Park Phase 2 revision of the bid. We had to revise the bid. We had one bidder. We went with the lowest bid. That's Youngblood Barnett Construction for a total of $5,418,977.
It was number 38, I believe.
What did I say?
33.
Oh, I'm sorry, 38. Action items G38, Miracle Field, Phase 2, revision of the bid.
Yes, sir.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, I know that was out of budget, right? What we, are we, would it be okay with y'all if we held this over? I mean, is it gonna cause a problem for anybody if we can hold this over for a month or to our next meeting?
You mean pull it? You want to pull it?
Look, I know these guys are really more involved day to day. Can we do that? I mean, I'm not trying to hold the project up, but I think I thought there was going to be some further discussion about that. Is it going to make a difference? I mean, one.
Bidder will hold that price,
From my-
as long as the particular bidder will hold that price and maintain, want to continue to do the job.
Yes. I think we need to have a little more discussion about that.
Ms. David,
That's, I don't know if y'all talked to Mr. Brown about that, or. Huh?
Mr. Brown is aware of it.
yeah, it's pretty significant.
Reduce,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, let me say this. The original price was how much? That they bid, that was the original one that this company bid. Was it bid before them by another company? So it wasn't, there was no previous bid for 2-point-something million to do that? Okay,
That was an estimate from the engineers.
the estimate from the engineers.
That was an estimate.
And we have one bidder, and that's it. Nobody else has bid?
We had three shows. We had three potential, two didn't bid and one bid.
Three came to the pre-bid and asked a lot of questions and got all the information, but only one actually submitted.
And how do we approve these bidders? Because that's something I'm running into when I tell people, look, we need people to bid. We only got one person bidding on the contract. We're pretty much, hands are tied. We have to get it done with this, the monies we've got, and we've got a timeline on it. But my thing is how are we, a lot of them are telling me that they can't become vendors. They're having a hard time becoming vendors.
That's a Russell question.
I'll check into that. I mean,
Yeah.
What's the constraint?
Yeah.
Well, they're telling me they can't even get to that point because they're trying to meet these other obligations. Okay, so if they come, they're telling me they get to a certain point to where it is with to being a vendor. When they get to that point, that's when the,
You can sign up online and then you can go to our website and sign up.
or being I'm
Mr.
sorry,
Hatch.
being an approved vendor.
Mr. Threadgill,
I mean, there's certain forms they have to submit, but
Right.
I'll check.
Yeah,
Who qualifies them?
we can discuss that later. We'll just pull it.
can we pull it? Mr.
Yeah, we'll just pull, Sharon, if you'll pull action item G38. I'm dyslexic.
I just know that that's way, I thought there was another plan. I haven't talked to Mr. Brown, so it'll be okay for March.
Yeah.
That's fine, because you can still negotiate, you negotiate anyway. Okay, good, thank you.
All right, on to our action items, G1. G1 is the Department of Examiners of Public Accountants. This is to approve the contract with the Department of Examiners to do our 21-22 audit. I ask that you approve action item G1, Department of Examiners of Public Accountants.
Madam Chairperson, I'd like to make a motion that we approve action items G1 through G20. Now, for most of the people in this audience know that we have a work session, and then we're able to vet them and even make calls to the superintendent or other people. So it's not something that, we're just blindly voting on and so forth. But for those people in the audience that don't know that, that's what's going on. So I move for action items G1 through G20 for approval.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
With questions?
I'm sorry. Discussion?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can go first.
No, you go.
Okay, so I just want to make a note on the calendar. I still have 3 schools whose numbers are not on this tally today. And I know I've talked to each one of the principals, and they said they have submitted, and I don't know the process, but I just want to make a record. I don't know if that would even, there's enough votes in there to make a difference in what we do today, which I really don't think that's the case.
You just
But
want to go on record
I just
saying,
want you to make sure that whatever that process is, that we do everything we can to make sure that every school and every department and everybody has a vote on what the calendar is, they get their vote, and it's counted. I think that's one thing we can do before we approve something. Even though I don't see the numbers, I don't think it would make a difference, but it should be very important to why they didn't respond. And if the principal, and I'm just saying if the principal, whoever that person is, did not submit the votes or whatever, then we just need to address the issue, or if they, whatever that process is, we need to make sure everybody gets their voice heard. That's it, thank you.
Okay. All right, we have a motion and second. Any other question or discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, moving right along.
All right, action item G21, the contract with FMX, Facility Maintenance Work Order Software. That fund source is PSF funds for $72,416.68. I ask that you approve action items G21, FMX Facility Management Work Order.
Do I hear a
Madam
motion?
Chair, I
Yes.
ask for a motion to approve 21 through 37.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Any question, discussion?
None.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, with the
Moving right along, sir.
pulling of G38, we will move to consent H1 with Mary Montgomery to assist with the compliance monitoring. That's coming out of district local funds for $4,400. Action, consent item H1.
Madam Chairperson, I move for approval of consent items H1 through 11.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, anybody second? Flow-through items,
Yes, ma'am. I flow through items 1 through 5. As you see listed here, I ask that you approve the flow through items 1 through 5.
do I hear a motion?
Motion.
Second,
I second.
discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Approved. All right, student expulsions.
Yes, J1 through 29 will be listed under separate cover.
Madam Chairperson, I move for approval of student expulsions 1 through 29.
Okay. Second,
I strongly second.
okay.
The comment I would like to make about this is, I think sometimes we have 29 expulsions, and I think sometimes people, what is our discipline in our schools? Obviously, our administrators, our staff, and people here are doing the job to help with that. And even though they have an expulsion, we still have a responsibility to educate them, and we're doing that. And so, just because you see there's 29, those students still have an opportunity for education, but at the same token, I appreciate our administration to help us with this problem we're having. And we get to hear these expulsion cases if they appeal them, and it's amazing. And I also want to give a thing to Dr. Smith and what he's doing down at his school and transforming. I've been doing this for 10 years, and we have students that come from expulsion hearings who qualify to go back to their regular setting and ask can they stay there. And it's not because of it's because of what he's doing at that school. So I just wanted to make that note. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I have a comment also. One of the reasons or rationale for if you recall back in January, we had none.
Right.
And so this was an accumulation from the previous month till now. And also, as Mr. Harwell stated, a lot of these, the parents were given an opportunity to come and discuss the expulsions, and they didn't do it. And occasionally, we will get one like that. But this is a combination of a couple of months here, so that's why you're seeing that. So I move for the question then.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, moving right along, information.
Information items K1, monthly financials. Also K2, purchase orders over 5,000.
All right.
All right,
Attorney-client privilege.
all right. Mr. Attorney,
Madam President, the Personnel Department has an item on the agenda. It was the subject of my email to the board members and the superintendent of February 1st. And we need action on that item.
okay.
All right, Madam Chairperson, I move for approval of the attorney-client privilege and the settlement of this issue.
Okay, go ahead, second.
Second.
All right, so, all right, scheduling of meetings,
We got to vote on that.
we got vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, scheduling of meeting, Mr. Superintendent.
I believe Ms. Abrams has sent out the March.
We have the
so
new, we
appreciate
have the
that.
March calendar, so please plan accordingly. Do I have a motion for adjournment? Second.
Second.
All right. So move. Question? Any-
No more comments.
No more comments? All right. Thank you for coming and sharing today with us. Very informative. That's it. Mrs. Scarborough, you have anything? Ms. Scarborough? Ms. Anderson? Now, I see you guys at the end of this meeting. Thanks, sir. All right. All right.